Everybody. My God. Oh wait, I need to lower this a bit. There we go. That should be normal. How you feeling? I don't even know anymore. Undecided. Bad. Undecidedly bad. For example, earlier today, I was like, you know what? I think I'm feeling okay enough to get out of the house. I need to go get the cat some stuff at like PetSmart. So I was like, all right, let me go brush my teeth and then head out. You know, should be fine. Well, I go to brush my teeth. I bend over in a weird way. Just fucking intense fucking pain. And it's like whenever it hits, I have to go lay down. I fucking have to. Because it's like, it doesn't stop until like I lay down. Yeah, Sinrab, it sucks. I actually can't believe you broke your back by carrying Oro and Naraka. Life's just so unfair, I know. I warned him, I kept saying my back, and, well. Yo, Peeve, you been screwing? No. Unless you mean my back, yes. And thank you, Chicken, welcome back. Appreciate it. You'd be healed if Scott played Naraka with you? Yes, true. Dog Machines hooking up Zeal. Welcome back, Zeal. Thank you, dog. And Irrational, welcome back for tier 2. Thank you so much. Oh shit, that reminds me. Fuck. Hold on. The worst part about this is like my usual problems with like keeping up with shit have been completely God, what's the word? I'm gonna try to sound smart. Exacerbated? That, you know the word I'm trying to use. That might be it. Is that it? Is that the word? Close. Almost smart. Perfect. I add an extra T. What? No, I didn't. I only said one T. Exacerbated. What do you think I said? Exacerbated. Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't say exacerbated. Or did I? I might have. Exacerbated? No, I definitely didn't say that. Anyway. Whatever. Amplified. My forgetfulness has been fucking amplified. So I'm just now trying to catch up on shit. Let me see here. Not seeing anything. No. Fuck. Okay. So, one of those things, I have a new emote for you guys. A new animated emote. That is pure nightmare fuel. But I need to get the actual files from Pearly. Yeah, it is Giga Chad. It's Giga Chad Astley Riot. And it is horrifying. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know if I'd call it PvP Giga or PvP Retro. Probably Giga, but I like the context usage of it being like retro enjoyers. I post that. But Giga just makes more sense, yeah. Or PvP Chad, true. But yeah, I'll see if I can get in touch with Pearly on that. I just reached out to him. Aside from that, I've had a horrible week. How about you guys? Equally horrible, I assume. PvP roids? Actually, yeah. I'm roided up right now. Been past 2 days, I've been taking some steroid pills that the doctor gave me. I think they're starting to help. They're definitely starting to help. You know how I know? Well, let me lower this a bit. Yo. Yeah, I know they're starting to help because today was like the first day that I was able to take a poop and not be in extreme pain the entire time. So that's when you know something's working. Tell you what, that is not fun. That is not fucking fun. Thankfully, my stomach hasn't been doing its usual shit. Thank God. I feel like I'd be crying if it was. No. See, it's not the poops that are painful. It's the process. It's my back in a sitting position is not fun. In any position is not fun. It was very painful. I was laying flat on my back. Also painful. Literally every position is painful. It got to the point where initially, pressing my back flat against the wall helped a bit. And then lying in a certain position helped. But then it got to the point where even lying down in that position was painful. Everything was painful. So basically for the past week, I have been in perpetual pain. And it is not nice. Today's the first day that, like, while it's still definitely fucking there, it's not a constant, you know. But it's like as soon as like, say I stand up, right, and as soon as I feel the pain, it like just kind of starts to amplify until like I lay down or something. Thank you, Defessa, for tier 2. Thank you. Welcome back. Pain meds don't fix things? No, I know. That's not, I didn't say that's what I was doing. Yeah, no, I have, I got prescribed, some steroid pills and some other pills. Oh, muscle relaxers to take whenever I go to bed. And then they were supposed to call today. They may have, and I ignored their call because it wasn't like a local area code, but I thought it was like a scammer, so I didn't answer. But I'm supposed to get a call from a physical therapist that my doctor referred me to. Oh, you're saying that to chat? Okay. And I'm going to be taking physical therapy. Because the way the doctor described it, she said that it does sound like it's a pinched nerve. And I was under the impression it's like, oh, well, I had a pinched nerve because I had this exact same feeling back in 2020 when I originally like threw my back out. Where it's like it's in the lower left back. It literally feels like a fucking pinch. And it goes like, and by feels like a pinch, I mean like deep, deep, deep in there, you know? That's how I'd describe it. And it extends somehow from my lower left back into, and I'm specifically wording it like this because it's weird to me, my front, keyword, front upper left thigh. So that's got to be nerve related, right? Because nerves are going all over the fucking place. So she said that it it sounds like that's the case. And even I was under the impression like, oh, well, I took some steroid pills back in 2020. I didn't have any issues with my back for like a year after that. And it occasionally flares up and stuff. But I was like, well, if it's a pinched nerve, surely it like unpinched. She said that's not how it works. It's like, it's always going to be fucked up. And I just have to like, actually take care of it. Like her example was 5 years ago, she sprained her ankle and that ankle has never been the same. A pinched nerve location can be the same as that. So yeah, basically she said it sounds like it's inflamed. This was over the phone because I couldn't make it to the doctor's office, so this was over the phone for the record. Basically described everything to her over the phone, and she prescribed to me everything that she thought I needed, and I had to drive to a pharmacy to get that, and that wasn't fun, even though it's like right by my house. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on. I was tending to some stuff. I forgot to. Sure, we're good. Looks like it. Okay. How did I fuck it up this time? Probably an 18-hour stream of Naraka would be my thought. Even though I took regular breaks and I stood up, I even, for a while, like, stood and gamed. Get up and stretch regularly. Drank a lot of water. Apparently I didn't do it enough. Because like the next day I could feel it acting up. And I was like, okay, I'll be sure, you know, this next stream to really stretch it out and stuff. And, you know, take proper breaks and all that. And I did a 10-hour stream. And after that, my back was like, you fucked up. You done fucked up. You know you did. You're in hell now. And BT, thank you for the tier 2. Welcome back. More physical activity in general. Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, the doctor not only prescribed me some delicious drugs, but referred me to a physical therapist to actually like go through like physical therapy, which I should do. Yes. You ever had an MRI to find out exactly what's wrong? No, and I was talking with some of you guys on Discord about this, and people in my Discord chat that were suggesting the same. I'm not about to go to a doctor and be like, hey, I would like to pay a shit ton of money, because this is the US, for you to scan my back. And they'll be like, I don't think you need a scan. And I'll be like, oh, I think I do, because I want the scan. They'll be like, okay. Like, if the doctor or the physical therapist thinks I need a scan, and trust me, I'm sure they're fucking like giddy to get people scanned and charged for the scanning. If they suggest it, and I'll ask the physical therapist, do you think I need some kind of scanning? But I'm not going to insist upon it when I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you know? If they think it's not necessary, they're the professional. I'm going to default to their decision. But I'll bring it up with the physical therapist whenever I go in for that. Yeah, but Doc, Twitch chat said I need an MRI. Not just Twitch chat, Discord chat as well. Heard the recent drama about Sony? I haven't. Doctors make money based on services provided there. I thought it was the hospital who profited. Doctors just made their money. I don't know how that shit works. I do know this. If I were to suggest that, I know like the clinic I go to is like really small. Guarantee you they don't have the machinery for that or the equipment. They're going to have to then send me to a specialist. And I know anything with quote unquote specialist in the title is going to be very expensive. And I'm all for that for peace of mind. But if the doctor doesn't think it's necessary, I'm not going to argue, you know? Like to her, it sounded as if this was like, you know, run-of-the-mill shit that she's seen a bunch of times. So for now, it's steroid pills to kind of get back on my feet, and then physical therapy, and then regularly working out and stuff going from there. I wanted to see a physical therapist anyway, because I wanted to start working out, but I'm like, man, I don't want to like start working out and work out the wrong way and fuck up my back even further, you know? Like, oh, my back is really bad. Let me target it. That's a good idea. And thank you, Grocery. Welcome back, and BT again, thank you. Speaking of, let me stand up for a second. Oh, I can already tell it's them delicious drugs are doing their work. Like going from standing just now to against the wall, like I pressed myself against the wall and kind of stretched a bit. I'm feeling good. I don't want to be in like any particular position for like too long of an amount of time, especially sitting. Because I think that's what did the problem. Not enough frequent breaks in that insanely long stream. And whenever I'd get up, like, you know, your back's fucked whenever you you go from sitting to standing up, and standing up, you have to kind of like ratchet yourself upward. You know, you're just like, like that. That's whenever you fucked up. But, I mean, aside from back issues, assuming they clear up in the next few days, which is what I expect. That's what's happened in the past when I've taken some of these steroid pills. Assuming that happens, I think this upcoming month is going to be packed with stuff. I want to bring back the playthrough stuff. Want to play more Elden Ring. Want to play more Naraka. I have at least 2 sponsored streams that are kind of in the process of being finalized contract-wise. And then there's something else that kind of up in the air at the moment. And if that goes through, shit's going to be packed. For sure. No, it's not Warframe. No, the 2 I'm referring to are like you would not guess them. One is, I believe, a new game, and the other is like a. I don't want to spoil it, and I don't know if I'm allowed to even discuss it. One is something that looks like I'll like it, you know? I'm like, yeah, I'd definitely fucking play that. That looks fun as hell. And the other is something I know I'll like. No, it's not Timecia. Gonna play Dead by Daylight? Absolutely not. No, not Raid Shadow Legends. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I even mentioned this, because I can't, like, talk to y'all about it openly yet. Hey, there's some fun things coming your way, and the end. That's all I can say. Yeah, whenever it comes to sponsored stuff, I always, you guys know this, I always try to make sure that it's something that either I think I'll personally enjoy, or something that I think, and on top of that, has to have some kind of like entertainment value, you know. So I mostly use sponsored segments as like added variety to the stream. Paid variety, which is also very nice outside of just pure entertainment. New Pac-Man World game? No, I don't even know what that. No. Coming out with a new Pac-Man game? No, I haven't played Rumbleverse. Rumbleverse looks like goofy fun. But right now, in terms of BR stuff, the only real interest I have is Naraka. Or Warframe incoming? No. Why do you guys think it's Warframe? Do they have like some kind of event coming up? Or is it just because like that's one of my go-to sponsored things? It's your go-to? That's why? Oh. No, I have a feeling they probably like actually watched my stream last time and they're like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Why are we paying him again? It's true though. It's true. As much as I can respect it as a game and like the content of it, it's overwhelming as fuck, especially for me because like not only do I play it like once a year, but whenever I come back, I have to like rush to like end game shit and I hardly know what's going on. So it's very overwhelming for me. Warframe in Rain World? I've never played Rain World. You're thinking of Risk of Rain. Did like 2 Risk of Rain sponsored streams. I've done like 3 or 4 Warframe ones. I don't do much sponsored stuff. I would like to do more. I would. I'm just too fucking picky. You know? About Timecia? I'm not... I haven't been reached out to about a Timecia sponsorship. If they wanted to sponsor me to play it, yeah, I would do that. It looks fun. But in terms of me playing it on my own, if that's what you're asking, maybe at some point. It's not like I don't like jump at the chance to play like a new quote unquote Souls-like. If anything, that makes me hypercritical of it if it's claiming the Souls-like title. But to be fair, I haven't seen very much on Timecia. Now, a Souls-like that I am excited for is Lies of P. That shit looks awesome. Very Bloodborne-esque, but at the same time, the mechanics look cool. I'm a huge fan of like that kind of steampunk kind of like gadgetry vibe. Love that. So, the Pinocchio one, yeah. You thought it looked kind of bad? Really? I thought in terms of like Souls-like shit, it looked good. It definitely had atmosphere. It's got atmosphere, it's got style. I would have to get my hands on it to tell you about the gameplay, but looks like it has potential. Pinocchio Souls-like, I've missed something. Yeah, it's called Lies of P, as in Pinocchio. I still don't know how I feel about the title, but whenever I play it, I can put Lies of Peeve in the title, so that's fun. I recall there's more than one weapon showcase. IGN had like a little showcase of it. If you can get past the the person playing setting themselves on fire and dying without healing for the first like half of it. Not too bad. Steel Rising? That sounds familiar. You know something that I saw at Gamescom that I thought looked cool? The Future Game Show. They had Bulwark. I don't remember the full name, like Falconeer or something. Bulwark. It looks awesome, and it's not. It is nowhere near my type of genre, but that game looks fucking cool. Waffle Hostages, thank you. Welcome back. And then there was another one that was like, I forget the name of it, but it was like a side scroller, and they were dropping down into like these like pits where it turns into like a 3D hack and slash. Crazy like purple slashes everywhere. Someone will know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the name of it. I'd know it if I saw it, I think. Oh yeah, and then there's Lords of the Fallen. Yeah. But it's a different dev team. It's not the same as like the Surge and shit like that. And well, the first Lords of the Fallen. Steel Rising is another upcoming automaton steampunk Souls-like. Is that the one that has like the ballerina? It's got the ballerina automaton character. Yeah, that's definitely one I have my eye on. Yep. Saw that at Summer Games Fest or something before that maybe. Yeah, that's definitely my vibe as well. Cult of the Lamb I would like to play. Yeah. Lords of the Fallen was hype. You mean like the recent thing or the original game? And Genji, welcome back. Thank you. Feel better? Thank you very much. I am actually feeling better. I just don't want my back to like lock up. So that's one reason I'm not wanting to play anything right now, because if I do, I know I'm going to get zoned in and I'm going to forget about my back. And then next thing I know, I'm going to be like, oh, right. Let me stand up. Like, for example, I played some Naraka off stream with Brandon and Raph 2 nights ago. And I was like, man, guys, my back's feeling way better. It feels pretty good. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Then I woke up the next day and I was like, just in ultimate pain. So yeah. No sit/stand desk. Yes, I have a very nice standing desk. I do. But the problem is, I'm in pain both sitting and standing. And sometimes it gets to the point to where like I can't relieve that pain without going lie down. Right now it feels fine, but that scares me because if it feels fine and I forget about it, it's not going to feel fine later. So it's like I'm having to juggle all this shit, and at any moment, I might need to go lie down. So now's not the time to be doing any kind of extensive stream. And thank you, Rocky. Appreciate that. I was wrong about the original Lords of the Fallen, but I enjoyed it. It's not the best, but I played worse Souls-likes. since that has been released. I mean, I know like Lobos enjoyed it, but I think Lobos enjoyed it because of like the speed running aspect of it. But the game itself was, at least in my opinion, painfully mediocre. And like, holy shit, that final boss music, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It's still burned in my brain. Just very fucking shrill soundtrack and extremely repetitive. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so bad. And the problem was, at the time, this was the first like large scale Souls-like that we got like in the Souls community. And so everyone was excited for it. Everyone was just like, oh shit, dude. All right, finally, someone trying to do something like Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm down for this. Very like blinded by the hype kind of moment. So like in the moment I was like, I mean, this isn't bad. And it was combat wise, if I remember correctly, the combat was not bad. If you didn't like just cheese the whole fucking game. The combat could be good if you dug into the depth of it and like the timing and combos. I'm remembering now. But then you have someone like Ouroboros, who literally, I think, just spammed running R2s the entire game. And he fucking hated it. He's like, this combat sucks. I'm like, you're making it suck. He's like, why wouldn't I, though? Like, what, Patcha? Oh, you have your bunny. She has her bunny. Can you hear her? She's bringing it to me. Wow, thank you so much. Yes, good girl. Yeah, you brought me your bunny. What a good girl. Oh my gosh. Very talkative. You're very talkative. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah. I'm sure you guys heard all of that. She's very loud right now. What? No, we already played. We can't play right now. Okay. Tell her she's pretty. Patchy, you're very pretty. You know that? Hey. He knows. What does Neo that Oro spammed running attacks? It was both. Neo, Brandon would spam, I think it was also running R2. He would run in, he would stab them, and then he would dash back. And then he'd stab them and he'd dash back. He'd stab them and he'd dash back. And he claimed that was the most efficient way to play Neo. Did I say Neo 2? Neo 1. Neo also. And he claimed that was the most efficient way to play the game. And that's all he did for the entire game. And Lords of the Fallen, he would just do the running leap attack. And that's all he did. He didn't dig into the combo system, the timing system, none of that. Just literally, and I'm not even exaggerating, literally just the running leap attack. And then some people in his chat, I still don't understand it. They watch him do this shit in every game. And they're so like, damn, Ouroboros, you're one of the best players ever. And I'm like, is he though? Like, really? You're seeing what's happening on screen, right? Oh, shut up, Peeve. You just don't know. I'm like, it boggles my mind. Like people will complain about like, oh man, I'm so sick of like seppuku bleed build spamming cheesers. Like just cheesing the whole game up. It's fucking annoying. And then Brandon does it and everyone's clapping like, oh my God, Brandon, you're the best. Like, what? He's literally just spamming running attacks for like 6 hours straight. But, I mean, that is what me and Brandon will always be divisive on. We're like best friends, but we will never see eye to eye on that. To him, if you get the win screen, no matter how you fucking get it, you're better than that player. That's what he sees that as. Oh, well, I win more than you. You're the bad one. And if you fight him, you usually have to deal with the cheesiest shit in the game and rise above it. You have to get better and rise above to deal with the levels of cheese that he abuses in all these games. And if you don't, you're bad. Meanwhile, he's sometimes literally just pressing one button over and over. But you're the bad one. It's so fucking frustrating. This is why I don't care to fight him in like Souls-like games anymore. I'll fight him in Naraka. I'll gladly fight him in Naraka whenever, you know, I can fucking play shit again. But everyone's like, when are y'all going to fight in Elden Ring? It's like, oh, we already did. Yeah, he said that last stream. I was in his stream. I was lurking. I wasn't going to say shit. And he was like, I just heard him say, oh, Peeve's bad at every game he plays. I beat him at every game. I was like, Demon Souls remake? Where, like, do I need to bust that out on your own YouTube channel? What about the Elden Ring network test where you went 3-27 to me and literally stopped recording because you were losing so much and it wasn't, quote unquote, entertaining content? His response to that is, oh, Peeve, I didn't even know how to play the game. I was just pushing buttons. Didn't know how to play Elden Ring network test? Really? We've been playing these games for 13 fucking years. You're telling me it's that different? He's like, I didn't know how to play it. It's like, dude, it's the same as all the other fucking Dark Souls games. What are you talking about? He edited out so many of the wins in the Demon Souls video. He told me that too. He was like, I was like, there's a lot of wins on my end missing that are missing in this video. He's like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, if I included all of them, then, you know, it'd be a boring video. But I do recognize my own hypocrisy in talking so much shit, but not wanting to fight him in Elden Ring. And that's because and I always say it, if you've ever had a friend, I don't know how many of you have this friend, that literally will only cheese shit out in every fucking game they play, no matter what character they pick, no matter what. That's like their goal. Like, why the fuck do you want to... Who wants to play against that? You know? And I've been playing against that for 10 years. Point to where I realized that in Dark Souls 1, he only fought me on his main build. No other build. I fought him on a bunch of different builds. He literally only pressed R1 against me for 10 years in Dark Souls 1. I don't feel like they have a chance otherwise. Well, no, it's because he sees it as... It's just a different mindset. He sees it as, oh, well, I got the win screen. I won, you lost. Like, that is very, like, matter of fact, true, yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a lot of, like, skill being displayed there, you know? Guess what? He's right. What? About what I literally just said? Yeah, there's people who play, especially Souls games like that. I don't... Yes, you are winning the large majority of your encounters by pressing a button twice, if not once. Wow, you are one of the best players. I'm clapping. I don't know if you can hear it. Like, I personally, I don't get that mentality, but more power to him, literally, I guess. The odd job picker. But I don't know, that's just how he is. Cares that's how he chooses to play. If that's how he chooses to play, that's how he chooses to play. Makes him happy. Who's anyone to judge? I'm saying in terms of me like fighting him, I personally don't care to fight somebody who does that every chance they get. And I fought him for 10 years. So that's my entire point of this. If he wants to do that, do that. But whenever people don't care to fight you in these games because that's all you fucking do, and in order to rise above it, I have to either get just as fucking cheese buildy or learn to handle the cheesiest shit in the game. It's just really annoying. It's like an annoying, like, double-edged sword you're presented with. Like, oh, you can either cheese me back or die in 2 seconds. Just like, ugh. Play different so I am better, please. What? You're gonna have to rephrase that. Get over yourself? What the fuck are you talking about? Bye forever. Okay. No further explanation needed. We found the dual seppuku scavenger sword player. Found him. Easy. I don't fucking get that mentality. No, I'm one of the best players. I have an insanely high Elden Ring win rate. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, the PvP in that game and all Soulsborne games is a fucking joke. You need to get over yourself and being so hyper defensive. Like, Jesus Christ, that's the entire conversation here. And you're just fucking playing into exactly what I'm talking about. It's separation from fun and winning. Yeah, people find winning equals fun. They don't care how the fuck they get it. Winning equals fun. I understand that. I can understand that. But whenever that just devolves into just like the same shit, like non-stop, it just, I don't know. I think of there's this one scene in Robot Chicken where they have this like giant Yeti that is like literally smashing Jesus Christ over the head with like a club, and Jesus keeps resurrecting. He's like, hey, I'm back. And then the Yeti like smashes him again. He's like, hey, can you stop that? And he just smashes him again. The Yeti's just having a blast. He's just fucking, that's all he's doing. And he's just loving it. He's loving every second of it. And Jesus is like, okay, this is annoying. Please stop. Please stop. That's what the mentality behind some players is. In my head, at least. It's fucking, I'll never understand that. But some people, like, they get their enjoyment out of that. And that, I mean, that's fine. Enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it. But if you're expecting people to want to fight you in said game after they know exactly what you're fucking doing and that's all you're ever going to do, don't be surprised when they're like, no, because it's, you know, you're really annoying to fight and you admit that. Just jelly? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be boring. I know this because I fought him doing just R1 for 10 years, dude. Literally 10 fucking years. And the entire time he's calling me bad. And one time I pulled out Dark Woodgrain Ring Demon Spear to counter him, and he got mad. He got frustrated. He's like, I was just waiting on his buff, just poking him, flipping away. He's like, ah. And I'm like, what? What? This is the counter. I'm sorry. So it's either you get equally fucking cheesy or you get fucking melted. It's ridiculous. He does that shit in Naraka too. He used Tarka's Infinite. Tarka's Infinite to ride to fucking platinum. And then whenever people do Tarka's Infinite to him, he's just like, oh my God, Tarka Infinite. I'm like, motherfucker, you're doing this to everyone else. What are you talking about? I don't know why I'm on such a hard Oro rant today, but I am. Maybe because he was talking so much shit on his stream yesterday. How are you two friends? I don't know. Brandon's really fun to play co-op with. Fun to play co-op with. Love doing that. Fighting him in fucking games. So fucking annoying. Especially since the entire time he thinks he's like the best shit in the world. Until he's not. Literally the reason my friends stopped playing fighting games with me until they realized they had to put in effort to learn. What are you saying? Like you're the Oro in that situation? Like that's yeah. No, Zeth, you're right. That's exactly his mentality. And if you're gonna bring that up, Mortal Kombat 9, he very openly discusses how he literally just used Ermac's full screen insane fucking combo cheese, literally Cheesy Mac. That's all he fucking used in that game. And so if you had an issue with it, in his head, it's like, oh, skill issue. You need to learn to deal with this. While on his end, it's like the easiest shit in the world to pull off. And that's my whole point. It's really fucking annoying to fight. Because it's like, okay, so I have to learn to personally deal with some of the cheesiest shit in the game anytime I fight you. While you, sometimes, Dark Souls 1, are literally just pushing a single button. And it's a skill issue on my end because I'm not countering it. And that is a very fucking annoying double-edged sword to be presented with. Which is why people don't want to fight it. It's on you to learn. Right, Zeth, but do you understand that if you're fighting your fucking friends and literally sometimes to a point of efficiency of pressing a single button, you're sitting there doing the mindless shit but claiming to be the better player because the other player isn't learning to deal with the cheesiest shit in the fucking game. Do you not see how that's an annoying double-edged sword to be presented with and why no one wants to play you? That's my whole fucking point. You can do that because you want to win. But if that's all you fucking do every time and then sit there on your high horse like, oh, well, I'll sit here and keep pushing this one button over and over and over. But that's on you to learn to counter the cheesiest shit in every game we play. Like it's just fucking annoying. That's my entire point. It's annoying. And this is every single game. Carol Patchen. Sweats are gross, take a shower. You might as well just use random select and mash buttons. What? I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying, if you will literally use the same combo or literally just mashing the same one button to win anytime you're fighting against your friends, and then you sit there on a high horse while you're doing the most minimal shit ever, and then calling them bad, it's really annoying. Because they have to deal with the cheesiest shit in the game to counter you, while you are doing minimal effort. Like the lowest tier shit imaginable. And claiming to be better. It's annoying. It's exactly about skill level. How are you at a higher skill level for fucking mashing literally one button? Zeth, how are you at a higher skill level while putting it on them to rise above the cheesiest shit in a fucking video game to counter you? It's like you're staying at the minimal skill level and insisting that they reach the highest. And until they do that, they're bad. That's what's annoying about it. You're welcome to do it. But don't be surprised when, like you said yourself, your friends don't want to play with you anymore. That's my whole fucking point. It's playing Odd Job and it's not cool. Everyone brings up Odd Job. It's far worse than Odd Job. I had a friend who would exclusively pick Odd Job, yes. And that shit was annoying. Till they learn how to play, which is the point. Yes. Yes. The point I love to bring up is one day I decided to pull out Dark Wood Grain Ring Flip Demon Spear on Brandon. And that fight consisted of me flipping around, poking him occasionally, waiting for his buff to run out. And at that point, neither of us were having fun. He was getting frustrated. I wasn't having fun at all. And that's what it devolves into. And that's why it's annoying. I had a brother who would turn off the Nintendo 64 if he ever came close to losing. Beef's talking about Pokemon Stadium. Started doing that shit to piss them off. Oh my god. It'd be like on like my last Pokemon. And like going for the killing blow and I'd fucking turn it off. I'd be like, nope, didn't happen. Oh my god. Doesn't even deny it? No, I don't deny it. The whole house would be so pissed. We'd always have like 6 people playing. That's just petty brother shit, okay? Playing to win isn't exactly the same as just knowing how to play. Yeah, I mean, Zeth, if you're just really fucking good at, say, a fighting game, and you have crazy mix-ups and shit like that, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. That's a different story. That was me, Zeth. I think what you're close to what you're describing is what I was to my friends in Mortal Kombat 9. I used Reptile. I got way too fucking sweaty. I used Noob Saibot as well. I got way too sweaty because I would spend like 7 hours in the training room practicing combos and shit. Anytime they would have like a fun little tournament, I would win. And they would get mad. And like they wouldn't know how to handle like certain attacks. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, that's them needing to step it up and me being too fucking sweaty. I'm talking about whenever you boil that sweat down into like, all right, here's my go-to cheese. This is all I'm going to use. Anytime we fight. This is it. Like that shit's annoying. And thank you, Magna. This just reminds me of the saying, if everyone you meet is an asshole, you might actually be the asshole. If everyone you play against has a skill issue and is not having fun, maybe you're the issue that is unfun to play with. I don't know if I've ever heard that saying. I think you just made it up, but fair enough. And thank you, Rocky and Akum. There's a counter to learn it, still in you to, yeah. But whenever it comes to like you using like the same shit over and over, and then finally they're like, all right, fine, I'll use the fucking counter. And then at that point, you're not enjoying yourself because the counter can be equally as fucking cheesy and annoying. And they're not enjoying themselves because they're having to they have to stoop down to your level or rise high above it and just know how to fucking deal with some of the cheesy shit in the game. It's an annoying playstyle. And don't be surprised whenever people don't want to play against you and your playstyle. The end. Man, that was a long one. Brandon shouldn't have talked shit on me last stream. That was pent up. I didn't even realize it. Technically on steroids right now, all right? Don't mess with me. I don't think these steroids I don't think they affect you like that, but I'll pretend they do. I was talking in Sea of Thieves and overheard Zoomers talked about Albert Einstein, how he was quote unquote a vibe. Let you enjoy that totally off topic comment. That angers me greatly. I do not like that. Thank you though. Brandon's probably heard that rant more than us. Yeah, because we will never see eye to eye on it. Ever. We're best friends, but we will never fucking see eye to eye. Stop doing random PvP in Elden Ring because it basically boiled down to press L2 to win. I mean, in terms of like what you generally encounter in Elden Ring, variety is getting better since the Rivers of Blood nerf, but I think it's starting to transition to seppuku, which is what I was afraid of. And that's going to be far more annoying. Tried yoga. I tried to stretch it out the other day. It was a bad idea. It was a really fucking bad idea. I was like, all right, let me lie down and do some stretches. Not necessarily yoga, because I don't really know much yoga stuff. But I did some stretches and shit, and oh my god, I was just fucking suffering. Getting physiotherapy to help your back? I am. Yeah, I'm going to see a physical therapist as soon as my current steroids and shit like kind of get me back on my feet. New Elden Ring build? I don't know, man. Not sure. My friend I usually duel who's pretty much counter to my playstyle. So much more fun fighting than the meta cheese. That sounds like fun, yeah. If like both your builds kind of counter each other and you have to have like a big mix-up game and shit, that sounds great. A foam roller. Is that one of the things that you lay back on? I think that's what Bajo has. I'd rather play versus my 6-year-old. At least my 6-year-old can still lose even if he just mashes buttons and wins most of the time. I don't think it's quite the same, but fair enough. Man, I would really like to play Naraka right now, but I can't. Chat, I can't. What did you guys see at Gamescom that you thought was looking good? I might actually play that Bulwark game. It looks awesome. Play Elden Ring instead. Dude, I don't want to do too long of a stream. I already wasted probably a third of it ranting about Brandon, which is way higher than my usual quota. A lot of mix-up game involved, which is what made me actually get into Souls PvP to begin with. Yeah, I could definitely see that being fun. Yeah, Liza P. For me, it's does anyone know the one I'm talking about? Like the purple like hack and slash bit. It's like side scroll and then it goes into like 3D combat. Lots of purple slashes. I can't think of the name of it. It looked really cool. Fuck. It was not Dark Souls 2, no. Last Case of Someone? No. Tekken? I mean, not unless we're talking like once every 20 years at an arcade. No. The best combat that I personally... The best PvP out there right now in an actually active game, to me, is Naraka. Best PvP overall, you guys already know this, in my mind, Absolver. So like with Naraka actually still kind of popping off, at least enough. Like that's, I don't care to try Tekken or the new Street Fighter or anything like that, because that's way more up my alley, you know. Everyone ever Sea of Thieves is the best PvP in Peeves' mind? Frowny face. Sea of Thieves was never the best PvP in my mind. Sea of Thieves was the most fun PvP because of all the shenanigans. But even back then, it was Absolver. I would still say Sea of Thieves is the most fun PvP. Well, until people got super fucking sweaty. You still have a bunch of shenanigans, but it's annoying running into like Sea of Thieves sweats. You know, like the fucking galleon and the tuck outfits all double gunning, being toxic and shit. That's, I mean, you're gonna have that in every fucking game, but that shit's obnoxious. No, I'm not talking about you, Beeb. You're sweaty, but you're solo. And you're not, like, being toxic to people. Like, actually. Thank you, Matt. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Not sweaty enough. Yeah. You would need to be tuck outfit, double gun, no chip cosmetics, because you have to get the jump on everybody. I mean, you know how it goes. And then afterwards, you would need to spam rolls on deck laughing in the text chat. That's yep. Any chance you get, you need to spam that. That's what's annoying. Tuck outfit is actually not sweat meta anymore. It's noob meta. Really? So what do those players do? Did they just stop doing that now? I find that hard to believe, because why wouldn't they, you know? And play Sea of Thieves but you hate Quest? Dude, me and Beeb, I played Sea of Thieves for what, like 800 hours? He's played it for like probably fucking thousands at this point. We don't do PvE Quest. Unless it's like something super exclusive and time limited, in which case, yeah. But yeah, you don't have to do PvE quests. You can jump right in and go hunt people down immediately. You don't gotta do a quest. Fuck that. Much RP shit. I know you can like sit on stools on your boat and stuff. Oh, you want PvE? Oh yeah. See if these PvE is shit. Now they do have the tall tales, and back when I played, there was probably like 10 to 12 hours worth. I would guess there's probably close to like what, be 15 hours worth of tall tales now, and shit like that. Not more. Tall tales is that's fun. Like, that is fun, handcrafted PvE. So, if you jumped in and did Tall Tales, that you would enjoy the shit out of that. I played them all. Okay, so about 12 hours worth. Max. Yeah, you could get probably 10 to 12 hours worth from just the Tall Tales alone. But after that, yeah, the PvE is going to be pretty shit. Much more than that, probably, but yeah. I mean, if you're doing them multiple times, or if there's more than I'm thinking of, which there might be. All right, let's say 15 hours. 15 hours of handcrafted, mostly enjoyable PvE. And Sea of Thieves. Oh, right, the Disney shit. I don't know how I felt about that. It was very like, the Disney stuff was like, oh, you don't know what this is a reference to? You never been on this ride at Disney theme parks? Well, try to enjoy yourself hearing this shitty loudspeaker audio that will be very confusing to you. See if these Kingdom Hearts game now. That sounds awful. I don't know how much stuff Sea of Thieves has planned for the future. New multiplayer sandbox. Beeb, how about you play something that's not multiplayer sandbox? Hmm? Elden Ring, yeah. Yeah, 39 Vigor Elden Ring. Yeah, I saw. Especially with where you are right now. Enjoy that. Like the best part is you're beyond fucked. I'll beat it easy. Okay. In chat, please don't try to guess where Beeb is. You don't know. He doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know what he hasn't seen. Don't try to try to guess shit. I'm in the water temple. Okay, there's no water temple. He's in the Halig tree. He doesn't know anything past where he is in it. So don't mention it. But we can all have a good lull at his expense. I got the iron boots, but I'm so lost. Yeah, okay. 39 vigors more than enough for Halig tree. I mean, yes, you can say fucking 20 vigor is more than enough if you just don't get hit forehead. Yeah. Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah. That's not how that plays out. And Hoop for a year, dude. Welcome back. Holy shit, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, chat, I forgot to mention to you. Not only is my back fucked, but my phone is fucked. So that's cool. Hold on, let me see something. Sorry, I'm looking at a very important message here. Sorry, I'm trying to do some math in my head. Oh, I see. Hold on, chat. Here comes Patcher with another toy. Good girl. What a good girl. She brought me her hedgehog this time. She's so, so good. Okay. Interesting. All right. All right. Got some interesting things to think about. Just popped up in my DMs. Do you ever play games? Shut up. No. I don't. I just start stream and complain about back and Ouroboros. That's what I do now. That's my content. You also complain about MMO. Yeah, true. Good girl, Patcha. What a good girl. Also, I pet cat. Also have bad back. Fisher L4, slipped L5. So sorry, dude. I had no idea you dealt with that. For as far as I know, it's not a spine issue. It's a pinched nerve. I feel for you, dude. I love you, dog. Hoping for you to heal fully or to find good pain relief if you can't. Whatever your issues are. Sorry, man. I appreciate that. Sounds like you, I imagine, have it like the frustrations and pain I have amplified. So all those sympathies right back at you. If I even have a fraction of what you have, then holy shit, dude. I hope you're managing. But yeah, it's the past week. Until today, seems like the steroid pills are actually kind of starting to kick in. Until today, it's been nonstop, intense pain. And when I say nonstop, I mean literally nonstop until like I can find like just the right position, laying on the couch with like a pillow like under my left leg or something. And then if I stay in that position for too long, then it starts to fucking hurt. So it's terrifying when you can't rest or even walk. Like terrifying. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Like I said today, I was like, oh dude, I'm gonna go out and run some errands. I think I'm finally feeling better. Ish, you know, it was still hurting. But like there was kind of like I'm starting to get to the point to where it's not constant. I think thanks to the steroid pills I started taking yesterday. And so I went to brush my teeth. And I kind of bent over like to the side. And it feels like it's like whenever the pain triggers, it just amplifies until I go lay down. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to try to, get out today. I could go to PetSmart, need to get some stuff for the cats anyway. Surely I could run a small errand. Went to brush my teeth. I couldn't even go to brush my teeth. Because like as I was about to go brush my teeth, I mean, I've brushed my teeth since because it started feeling a bit better, but I had to go fucking lie down. Because it's like, it feels like that side of my back is like up on like stilts that are about to snap, And whenever it starts to amplify, the only thing that will, like leaning in different positions and shit doesn't help. Like bending over on like a surface or even putting my back flat against the wall doesn't help. The only thing is to lie on my back, which I'll still be in intense pain, but it will hopefully start to subside, and then I can try again. Really annoying. But right now I'm feeling okay. I'm actually going to stand up for a second, just to kind of, you know, get things from locking up. So give me a moment. I'm gonna stand here. Got the standing desk going. Ugh. Remember once I literally couldn't get out of my chair? Dude, when I first fucked my back up, you sound so tall now, thanks. When I first fucked up my back, it was the most painful experience ever. And it was the dumbest thing. It was literally, I'm gonna lean against the wall here. It was the dumbest shit ever. I was going to take a monitor, very small monitor. I should lie and say it was huge. It was not. It's like a fucking 24-inch monitor out of my friend Trent's car. I was helping him move. And it was in the middle seat. It was in the middle seat of his SUV. And so I had to kind of lean towards the middle, right? And I lifted it because it wasn't very heavy. And oh my God, it just felt like my back fucking snapped. I let out this scream and Trent was like, "Are you fucking okay?" I was like, "What? Oh, my back." He's like, "What is wrong with you?" I had to drive home. Thankfully, it wasn't far away. I had to drive home in like the most uncomfortable fucking position. I had to leave Trent there and just fucking get home. I made it home, and by the time I make it home, I just want to lie down in my bed, and I was shaking. I was like shivering, violently shivering from, I can only imagine, adrenaline rush dealing with the pain. And so for like 2 days after that, anytime I'd go to get up, it felt like I was sick. It felt like I had a fever or chills or something, because I'd get up and I would start to shake. I would start to shiver. And that was fucking terrible. So yeah, people always say lift with your legs. And I don't know why I always had trouble with that. Like, oh, lift with your legs. And, I've worked at furniture moving companies and shit like that. And I worked at an electronics company as the delivery driver. So I've lifted heavy shit. But it's I wouldn't necessarily lift with my back, but I never fully understood it until I saw a GIF. Let me see if I could find it actually. Hold on. This is what made it finally clear to me. You see? This is what it's like if you look at the spine whenever someone's not lifting with their legs. Your spine decompresses and you don't want to pick shit up like that. There's also Where's the other one? Great, I can't find the other part of this GIF. There's another part where like the doll like squats down instead, and because the back is straight, the spine isn't decompressed. And that's the whole reasoning. So you see all the like spaces there, like you don't want that. You don't want to be picking up fucking anything when it's like that. Whenever you squat down, you keep your back straight, that doesn't happen. So it took this fucking visual like for me to finally be like, oh, that makes sense. But, you know, too little too late. Thanks for talking to me, Peach. Sounds like you're right before the point I was at. Try inclines, feet toward the top. Put a big toolbox under one end on the couch. Only way I can lay without excruciating pain. Also stretch your hamstrings. It's the only thing that helped. That's the only thing that helped any as time went on. I appreciate the advice. I'm going to a physical therapist, though, just because I know, like, oh, you have back issues. Okay, well, you should, you know, stretch that out or focus that and workouts and stuff. I don't want to do shit with my back until a physical therapist tells me exactly how I should handle it for my particular issues. Because I don't want to fuck it up further. But yeah. Sounds like your sciatic nerve was pinched between the disc and vertebrae or something. I have no idea. Because it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't feel like anything near my spine. Which, I mean, it might still be. I don't know. Nerves are fucking crazy, right? It's like, it's in the lower left portion of my back. And I feel it pull, literally feel like it's pulling. To where like I have to lift my leg sometimes to relieve it a bit. Into my front upper thigh. So, not comfortable. Feels like there's a very painful like string connecting the two, and it's too tight. And it sucks. Spine connects to literally everything. I mean, true. But it seems like it was a spinal thing. Again, I don't know the fuck I'm talking about. It seems like I at least feel something near the middle, right? Maybe not. I don't fucking know. Yeah, too many years carrying Brandon. Too much time spent carrying Ouroboros on my back. That's one hell of an Oro rant we had earlier. It felt good. Felt good. When I'm feeling better, we'll probably do some Naraka co-op. Maybe duels too. I'd love to shit on them in Naraka duels. Do another Oro rant? What do you mean another one? It's always the same one. I'm very self-aware. I know it doesn't seem that way. It's more of a product of, for the past 10 years, having a microphone in front of me, and just letting whatever thoughts spill out from my brain into the microphone just fly, you know? You guys get a lot of repeat rants and shit. Just happens. Waiting to see Star Fox 64 duels. Yeah. I should invite him over for some GoldenEye and Star Fox and beat the shit out of him. Still got to set that up, Magna. Perfect Dark. I mean, I got into Perfect Dark multiplayer. I definitely remember that being fun, but I don't remember it nearly as much as the single player. I played so much Perfect Dark single player. Perfect Dark, in terms of single player Nintendo 64 games, like single player experiences, Perfect Dark for me, top of the heap. For sure. I mean, that and like Ocarina of Time. But like, holy shit. I played so much of that. Perfect Dark multiplayer is just GoldenEye multiplayer with cooler weapons. True. I mean, they're both rare, right? So. Turok was better. I don't think I ever beat Turok. Turok got like hard as fuck, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I played a ton of Turok multiplayer. Cerebral Bore. You hear that shit winding up and coming for you? Oh my god. Fuck, 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 fuck. And then it just starts grinding and like your rumble pack is freaking the fuck out. You ever play Banjo-Tooie multiplayer? Was that a thing? I don't think so. I don't know if Beeb's still here. But, oh yeah, wait, I played it? What the fuck was it? It was 007 copy paste? I do not remember it. I do remember having to beat Banjo-Kazooie for you. Had to, you know, you had to get Big Bro to help. That's right. Here I am, 36 years old, flexing that I had to beat a game for my probably like 5-year-old little brother. Crowning achievement. I think the witch lady was too hard or something. I don't remember. Literally had 007 stack level, but in Banjo-Kazooie. What? Walked around with your chicken as a gun and shot eggs. That does sound familiar. Let me see. I do not remember this. I do not remember this at all. I remember South Park. I definitely remember that. We played a good bit of that because how stupid it was. They had the gun that would make you like sing and dance. And you would like piss on snowballs and throw them at each other. I remember that. The cow launcher, yeah. For me it was the Like the alien like dance ray or something. I still remember the song. I'm not gonna sing it for you, but I remember it. You know that had multiplayer? What, South Park? Oh yeah. It was janky as fuck, but it had it. It's one of those multiplayer experiences you'd probably go back to now and be like, how did anyone enjoy this? It's definitely something to leave in the memory banks if you have it. I don't recommend going back. It's just one of those that you know, if you go back, you're going to ruin it. We didn't know any better back then. Yeah, that's back whenever we would literally judge a book by its cover, except instead of a book, it was a game. Because you'd go to the rental place, you'd go to like the store, either like a local rental store or whenever Blockbuster started popping off, and you would just look at covers of games. If they didn't have like, if they had like the game in a box, like a clear box, unless you knew what it was, you probably wouldn't rent it because you're literally just looking at the art on the front of it. But ideally, they have the game's box, and you like, all you had to go off of was the cover and the back of the box, and that was it. You might be like, "Oh, dude, this looks awesome. Yeah, let's fucking try it." You didn't know what the fuck it was. Dude, look at this. It's Jurassic Park, man. It's got to be amazing. It was not. Fucking trash. Said fuck it, got 10 crates in Naraka and got Volda's red skin. There goes my luck. Oh god. Don't slip down that fucking hole, dude. Don't do it. Naraka crates are gonna give you like fucking 3,000 blues you already have. And like one like gold or something. Like 600 deep, dude. Yo, I don't know if you're joking or not, but don't do anything that's gonna fucking put you in a bad spot. That shit. That's a fucking slippery ass slope. This is not 600 deep in Genshin. Yeah, the only like, if you're comparing that to like Genshin is like, there's ratings for the shit you get, right? This is skins. But I mean, it's still fucking dangerous. Literally would have spent it on car parts I don't need. Probably get more enjoyment out of the car parts than that skin that you already have. I'm just saying. It's just, you know. Like, I need to give y'all a word of warning. Maybe snap you back to reality occasionally. That's a dangerous hole to go down. Yeah, I mean, I fucking love the game. I absolutely love the game. I think it should be free to play. It should absolutely be fucking free to play with all those systems. But it is like the best PvP that I've personally experienced as of anything recently that's active, you know. Yeah, if it's disposable, I mean, fuck, dude. It's, you know, you do you, but don't. If you feel that you're gonna fucking slip up, then stay far away. Maybe just stay far away to begin with. It's because you're usually not gonna get what you fucking want. The next thing you know, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, how much money did I just spend? Shit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my phone. Yeah, my phone fell like flat onto its screen the other day. And now it is flashing violently. It works as well as it used to. It's purely a visual thing. But like whenever I open the lock screen, whenever I like click to like turn on the screen, violent flashing, painful flashing. And then whenever I open it up, if there's anything that's like light themed, like website or app or something, it'll likely just go completely green. And then I can't see anything until I like turn off the display and turn it back on. And then I have to start over. And I found that in order for me to navigate anything, I have to like do the little split screen mode and have something dark themed on the top of the screen. And then whatever I'm trying to browse that's light themed on the bottom of the screen. And that'll keep it from turning completely green. But it's still flashing violently in my face. Like so much flashing that it'd be dangerous if I had epilepsy or something. Like it's like that. It's that fucking bad. On a good note, it's keeping me off Twitter. I can't just browse Twitter on my phone constantly because it's painful. It's literally painful. So I have a phone that I ordered a while back, as many of you know, my mechanical keyboard phone. But the current update shows that they're like halfway through like shipping everything, and I'm at the tail end. So I'd imagine it's gonna be like another 2 to 3 months before I get that. So I'm probably gonna have to go to like T-Mobile or something and get some kind of like mediocre temporary phone or something. Which, to be honest, this thing's from 2016 and has been on its last leg for a very long time. So even like something super basic would probably be an upgrade at this point. Especially with the fucking flashing. Thank you for the tier 2 rag and a long ass fucking time. Thank you. Ribbons as well. I don't know if I got that. I think I did. Oh, hold on. An important text. I need to try to read it. Hold up. My landlord. Ah, this hurts. There we go. Jesus Christ, that's painful. And no Silk Song yet. Not the LL. I was like, wait, what? No, landlord? No. My landlord is probably as cool of a landlord as you can get. You know. A pretty fucking low bar, but they're at least very understanding about stuff. What'd they say? Oh no, there's nothing bad. I actually reached out to them. But yeah, nothing to worry about. Yeah, no, I've been here for like 3 years and they just don't bother me. So that's the least I can fucking ask. No, I didn't get any scans done. Everyone keeps asking that. No, I'm only gonna get scans done if either the doctor or the physical therapist I'm gonna go see suggest it. Also, I'm feeling the fucking pulling now, even though I'm standing right now. As long as they don't raise the rent. Oh no, they did recently. But I mean, I know that's a whole fucking topic. But I was here for 3 years and whenever I first moved in, they're like, just to let you know, rent raises in Austin every 2 years. And you're moving in on the second year, so we're likely going to have to raise it after your first year here. I was like, okay. And then COVID hit, and they're like, okay, we're not going to raise it because of everyone's situation with COVID in the pandemic. And then 2021 rolled around, and they were like, okay, we're probably going to raise it. And then they decided not to again. And so this year rolled around. I had to renew my contract, and they're like, okay, we're gonna bump it up a bit. So, I mean, compared to everywhere else around here, it's a fucking godsend, right? Especially in a place like Austin, where like rent is fucking going up through the roof. There's like neighbors I have. Like if I go on like Zillow and shit, and I can see the rent that they're asking for this shit, and it's fucking raised. It's like they didn't pump the brakes, whoever's in charge of those places. So it's about as good as it's gonna get, right? Like I've got a really nice place for a really good price in a good part of town. Like I can't complain overall. The rent is $350 a month? Bullshit. That's split. All my neighbors had rent raised by $400. Ours got raised by $100 since we've been here for 7 years. Yeah, mine got bumped up by $200. But considering they were supposed to do that 3 years ago, or quote unquote supposed to, fucking, again, topic I'm not about to get into, but yeah, compared to everywhere else, like I said, the bar's in the fucking dirt. It's practically a godsend compared to what other landlords are doing. Fiance owns the house. Oh, right. Yeah. Beeb, nothing's gonna compare to my old place. My old place. It's was paying $450 a month by myself. Like that was like not split. That place, it was super cool. Cool little bachelor pad. Very interesting, like old design. It was in like an old like house. Like a big fucking just really old house. And mine was the front one. I had like spiral like pillars in like my kitchen and living room. It used to be like a lawyer's office or something that was converted into multiple apartments. $450 a month. And all I had to deal with was AC that would break, constant road noise through very thin walls, holes in the floor, holes in the wall, a buckling wall that was about to cave in, and a repair guide that would literally do whatever it fucking took to get the job done, which sounds nice, but super fucking sketch. I still remember him coming over. Like, this dude did not give a shit. He was fun to talk to. He was an older dude, but he did not give a shit. Like, I don't think he even really knew how to repair anything. He comes over and I'm like, hey, I'm like, yeah, the window, the lock on the window doesn't latch anymore. And I'm scared someone's going to like open it and break in, you know, like I have no way to lock this. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Like the most Cajun dude you could ever fucking imagine. I'm not about to attempt his accent. Like, oh, don't worry about it, man. Let me, give me a second. He goes out to his car. He comes back with a fucking drill. He's got these big fucking screws and he drills a screw through the fucking metal. Like the actual window pane, like the fucking metal at the top into like the side of it. It's like loud, super fucking loud because he's drilling straight through metal. And he's like, there you go. That ain't opening now. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking not. I would have liked to have been able to. Okay, whatever. I guess no one's breaking in. You're right. And then like one time I bring him over, I'm like, dude, look, there you go. And there's literally a fucking hole in the wall. Like a big fucking hole in the wall. I'm like, dude, I don't know if like mice are going to come through there or something. Like it freaks me out. I don't want to get near it. I don't know where it came from. It's fucking creepy. He's like, oh dude, I'll fix that right up. Comes in with a plank of wood, like a fucking 2x4. He just fucking drills it into the wall. Look, there you go. Like, I could have fucking done that. He literally just fucking put this plank of wood over the hole and just drilled it in. Done. Out of sight, out of mind. Then whenever I showed him the buckling wall, the wall that was literally buckling, like protruding outward as if it was about to collapse. I showed him that. I was like, that's freaking me out, man. I'd been there for a few years at this point. He looks at it. He's like, well, I mean, you got like you got stuff in front of it. I don't think anyone's going to notice it. I'm like, I'm not worried about people noticing it. I'm worried about the house collapsing on me. Like, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, yeah. And the wiring in that place was a fucking nightmare. Oh, I forgot about that. The wiring was so bad. I remember the girl who lived above me, which I had a staircase that led to nowhere. Because this place, like I said, it used to be like a lawyer's office or something. It got converted into multiple apartments. So my staircase got sealed off because there was an upstairs apartment. So I just had a staircase that led to a ceiling. And this girl comes knocking on the door, and she had been there, I think, a few months. And, you know, she had just recently moved in, and she's crying. She's like, I'm your upstairs neighbor. I don't know what else to do. I wanted to show you this and see what you think about it. Hold on, Pat's just trying to get in my chair. Good girl, I think. Girl, don't tear up my chair. So she shows me her bill, her electric bill. And she's like, I talked to the landlord and he said like obviously like our like the wires are crossing and stuff, and we're all like paying part of each other's like bills and stuff. Cause like whenever their electricity would go out, half of my electricity would go out. Shit like that happening. And their electricity went out a lot. And she was like, and he said that he could fix it, but if he did, he would have to evict everybody. And that would be on me. And oh God, so fucking scummy. Like, so fucking scummy to even put someone in that position. It's like, oh yeah, I could do the right thing, but everyone's going to get evicted and it's your fault. Like, of course she came to me like fucking, crying. And I look at her bill and I was like, 1 second. I went and grabbed my bill. I showed her that. I was like, here's my bill. And I was paying like close to like double what she was paying. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, yep. There's no real way to know. Like I've gotten to the point, because I'd been there a few years, I'd gotten to the point where I realized what outlets were tied to like their like electrical grid or whatever, and I would try not to use those outlets. But even then, like, everyone's shit is so wired differently, I think I was paying the bulk of everything. But like that, it's like, yeah, welcome. Like, we're all fucked. That's illegal? Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. As far as like tenants go, he loved me because I never asked for anything. Unless there's, a massive hole in the wall or the wall is buckling. But yeah, he was super scummy for sure. But hey, $450 a month though. For a very like interesting place, like design wise, it's pretty good. Had a giant bathroom that was like fully like tiled walls and shit, like super old school. It was a cool place, but it was like on the verge of collapsing. I swear at some point, like I passed by it later and I saw them doing like full renovations of the roof and like the side and shit where I used to live. And I question, I still don't know, but I question if it eventually caved in. I have no fucking idea. So yeah, now, whenever I have my landlord now, I'm in this nice place and they, for 3 years, don't bother me. They put off raising the rent, even though everyone else around me is fucking raising their rent. And they're generally cool about everything. I'm like, hey, I hit the landlord jackpot, which is like the bare minimum of human decency, So that's my current take on it. Yeah. Since you moved, how's the electricity bill? Oh, since I've like moved away from there, way better. Like way fucking better. I think I was paying like, it was like $450 a month, but at some points my electrical bill was like, let's say like close to like $300 a month or something. Like way too fucking much. Way too much. Now it's like way lower. And that was for like a quote unquote apartment, for the record. Like one bed, one bath. $300 a month electricity bill. Yeah, it's because I think I was paying the bulk of the electricity for the entire place. Oh, fuck. And then my next landlord, I forgot about that. I don't want to get on too much of that because that infuriates me greatly. Seemed cool until I went to move out, and then suddenly started to blame me for a bunch of shit. And then whenever I moved out, he's like, oh, you wanted the deposit back. See, we didn't know you destroyed the place. Like, his wife even emailed me, and she was like, if we knew what you were doing there, we would have evicted you long ago. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never even hung anything on the walls. They're like, there's holes all in the walls. I'm like, I never hung anything on the walls. They claim that the air filter never got replaced, which fucking drove me nuts because Beeb and my mom, said I wasn't going to rant about it. Beeb and my mom, I had moved to Austin at this point, and they were nice enough to go and like finish things out there. And I had Beeb take a picture of him because I knew this dude was obsessed with the air conditioner. Because whenever I first moved in, AC stopped working. AC dude comes to me after checking out. He's like, yeah, the whole unit needs to be replaced. He's like, and if it's not replaced right now, it's going to eventually just like the fees are going to pile up because it's going to have to be part by part over time. And guess what the landlord didn't do? And so he was obsessed with the air conditioning and like all the issues it had, and he blamed that on me. And so I had Beeb take a picture of him closing up the vent, replacing the air filter on the final day with a timestamp and the receipt for the air filter because I knew this dude was fucking obsessed. And of course, he claimed it had never been replaced. He's like, the air filter had never been replaced. That right there, $180. We had to get a new air filter, $180. It's like, motherfucker, that's like 30 cents. What are you talking about? Like, I saw the printed out list of the shit he was charging. $180 for an air filter. Fuck off, you psycho. So I was actually, in the scummier thing, he lived in Florida, and this is in Louisiana. And my mom, because Beeb and her were like doing shit on like the final day, I was like, my mom can go and drop the keys off at your real estate agent's place. He's like, oh no, just mail them. Okay. Weird, but okay. We mailed them off. And guess what? He's like, oh, they weren't here on the final day. So, got to charge you because we had to change the locks. I'm like, what do you mean you told me to mail it? Are you fucking serious? And you had to change the locks? Okay. And that jacked up the price. Basically anything he could fucking do to keep from paying me the deposit, which was like $2,500 or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was less than that. It might have been like $1,400 or $1,600. I don't remember. So basically they made it seem like, oh, you destroyed the house, which we fucking didn't. And the scummiest shit, the absolute scummiest shit was I had told him that, we were moving out because me and Kazi, as you guys know, were divorcing. And they even went as far in the fucking email to say, I know you're going through a hard time right now. But what did they say? They pulled that into it. They're like, we would press like a bunch of legal shit on you, but we understand you're going through a hard time right now. Even though I don't think they said like, may God have mercy on you or something, but they pulled the divorce situation into it, as well as like getting up on this fucking pedestal and being like something related to like God judging me or something. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, psychopath? Especially whenever you're bringing this religious shit into it, and that you're doing this, you're manufacturing this. Like, how, like, dude, like, if hell fucking exists and you believe it exists and you are intentionally doing this to people, like, holy shit. You're already on fire. Like, what the fuck, dude? My God. Insane. Absolutely insane. So I was so pissed. Some of y'all might remember. I was so fucking livid at the insane claims they were making that I was going to bring them to court. I was going to bring them to fucking court. But then like all the pandemic shit started popping off, and it's like the dude lives in fucking Florida. Like I'm not about to, and they even said, they're like, oh, we'll set up the court case. And I had all kinds of fucking evidence of like pictures and shit. Like whenever I moved in, and the very holes and shit in the walls and stuff they're talking about, it's in all the pictures from when I moved in, because we literally hung nothing on the walls. And all this other shit. Like I had mountains of fucking like evidence to prove my case. And I really wanted to just fucking rub it in his face. But like I'm not driving back to Louisiana just to drag this dumbass from Florida and then catching COVID from him. Like, just hope karma catches up to them. I don't know. There's no way he's selling that house anyway, because they had a big, nice window, huge fucking window on the wall, the side wall, that faced this open lot. And little squirrels would pass by, and the cat's like looking at the squirrels through the giant window. It's very nice, very pretty. And because they never bought the side lot, someone else bought it and built a house in the, I don't even know how the fuck they fit in there, because that lot was not big. They built a house, a pretty big house, as big as they possibly could, into this side lot. So now he has a giant fucking window that looks directly into someone's side yard and like door to their kitchen. So no one's going to open that window because it's awkward as fuck, you know? So he's got a massive window on one wall in the living room that no one's ever going to want to open, among a bunch of other issues of the place. So good luck. Oh, Jesus. Chad, are we sure that these steroid pills I'm taking don't have like an effect on my brain? Because this has been one giant rant stream. Just fucking going off. No, it's pretty normal. Not thinking of getting your own place? Dude, my mom has tried to get me to like buy a place in Louisiana. She's like, oh, why don't you buy a place? Why don't you buy a place? You should buy a place. Dude. The issue with that is it's like, I mean, first of all, among other things, you know, even being able to fucking do that in the first place, that's a whole nother fucking topic. But for me, it's like right now, I can pay rent, I can stay where I want, and if I want to move, I can move. You know, I can fucking move somewhere else. Well, if I buy a place, I'm locked in for the foreseeable future. And then anything that goes wrong in that place, that's like, I have to fucking put the bill for that. Like, what if I buy something and then it's just issue after issue after issue after issue, you know, that I didn't know of in advance or something? That it's this whole fucking thing. Well, right now, one, I don't know where I want to live. Two, I don't know if I'd even be able to find a place to fucking buy. I definitely wouldn't be able to buy one without taking out some kind of massive fucking loan. And three, I like the idea of, I don't know, living in different places. Like I'm thinking about next year, if things are going good, maybe moving to like a colder climate, maybe like Colorado or something. I don't know. I think cold climate. I think Colorado, because that's where like me and my brothers and family went on vacation as kids. So I would like to live somewhere climate-wise like that, not necessarily like places in Canada that are like below freezing and shit, and you're in a fucking blizzard every other day by the sound of it, from what I hear. Not so much that, but just like cold climate, I would like that. minimize those issues with a good home inspection before you buy something. Also live in Colorado currently. You can buy something here, likely only to increase in value. I mean, that's my mom was saying whenever I moved to Austin. She's like, "Why don't you buy a place?" I'm like, one, easier fucking said than done, especially in a place like Austin. Are you kidding? Like Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna be able to fucking find anywhere in Austin to purchase anytime soon. And two, like she doesn't like the idea of rent at all. She thinks it's like wasted money. And it's like, while yes, it is, because that, you know, in her head could be going towards like mortgage payments instead. What if I moved here and I hated it? Like really? You think I should fucking just be like, all right, I'm moving to Austin. I'll buy a place before I even, you know, test the waters. Like that's insane. So yeah, I mean, I like Austin. I've lived here for like 3 years now, mostly in my house. But outside of that, it's pretty good. Texas overall, that's another fucking story for another time. Yeah, I would like to live somewhere more cold. Throw down those subs and primes chat so Peeve can buy a house. Cough him up. Come on. Yeah. I'm not looking to buy a house. I really like the idea of renting over owning. As someone who is like single, and I'm not looking, you know, so I like the idea of moving place to place. And it's like buying a place, I'm like locked down there. You know, maybe if we hit like 20K subs, and maintain that for a few years, I'll buy multiple houses in multiple places. I'd be cool with that. But that ain't happening anytime soon. Still move around if you buy something, just rent it. Oh, what you're saying, like buy something in a place I like and just rent at other places? I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Moving away from Louisiana, I don't really want to go back. I miss the food. Like that's, I like the idea of just mixing it up every few years. Sounds like a good plan to me. If you move, you rent out your house, keep paying mortgage, make a bit of cash. My God, it's the vicious cycle. Become the landlord. My God. Yeah, but then you have all that fucking stress of like whenever anything in that house fucks up, not knowing whose fault it is, like you're having to constantly deal with that shit, worry about that shit. I don't know if I even care for that. I don't have much interest in the landlord business. Like the reason why my landlord, or landlords, I should say, it's like a couple. The reason why they love me so much is because whenever I moved in, they were like convincing me to stay. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I love the place, right? But I'm thinking of living like outside of Austin. And they're like, they brought up a good point, you know, definitely to bait me into it. But they're like, well, if you're moving to Austin, you'd probably want to live in Austin. Because if you live like 30 minutes outside of Austin, when are you ever going to fucking go in? Like, you got a point. You got a fucking point. But the reason why they wanted me to move in was because they even told me. They just told me straight up. They're like, look, it's either you, the newly single dude dude in his mid-30s with 2 cats who plays video games for a living are a group of college kids. They're like, look, we really want you to move in here. So now they just don't fucking bother me. They're just like, okay, all right. The mid-30s gamer, he's good. Is the music in the background fucked? You might need to pause and play or refresh. Twitch does that way too often these days, where like the audio will be all distorted and shit. You have to like refresh and pause and play and stuff, and really annoying. You might have to do it multiple times too. It never really seems to be the mic, like the streamer's voice. It's always like the background audio. Yeah, Draco, that sounds fantastic. That's the jackpot there. I think the raising rent thing is only in like big cities because of like demand and shit. Like, oh, well, everyone else is doing it, we're dumb not to, like that kind of shit. Like I said, that's an entirely different debate. So like the ethics of that shit. And Jeff, thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, and I appreciate that, Jeff. Speaking of, I don't know how much longer I can go, chat. I've been standing here with the back pain kicking in. Patcha is taking my seat. She's decided recently that she really likes sitting in my chair. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. Like leaning backwards and looking up at me. Are you comfortable? Because that's all that matters. Not like I'm the one with the back issues or anything. As long as you're comfortable. Okay, good. She went back to cleaning herself. She's very comfortable. Was your Lappy liked this chair? Well, it's she, but she likes the chair. Carl likes my lap. Patcha likes the chair. I try to put Parl in my chair, and he doesn't like it because it's got one of those. My mom bought me and my brothers one of those purple cushions, like a gel cushion. Highly recommend. Even if you have like a comfortable chair, it's more cushioning. It's great. And it freaks Parl out. He doesn't like it. But Patcha recently has tried it out. I've had it for like a year and a half now. And it initially freaked her out. But like the other day, she's like, let me try this out. Lays down on it, and now she won't get off of it. Yeah, I have a standing desk. Basically, with my back, like I don't want to be in any one position for too long, which is why I don't want to play any games right now. Because like, at any point, my back could be in intense pain sitting and standing. And that pain amplifies. It just increasingly gets worse and worse and worse until I go and lie down. I feel like it might be about to get to that point. It's like I'm feeling it, like doing the thing where it's like pulling at like my thigh. Not very comfortable. I'm gonna ask one last time to Discord if it's any trouble. Raid the He-Man Elden Ring streamer Cursed Eternia into today's stream. Just got going on a Skeletor stream today. It's awesome. I mean, I don't doubt that it's awesome, but in terms of raiding, I don't. It's a bit of a vicious cycle for me. Or not vicious cycle, like a self-defeating kind of thing, where I don't want to raid anyone because of past bad experiences. And I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're great, especially if you're recommending them, you know. But I don't want to raid anyone that I haven't like watched myself up front, you know, at least a bit to know, like how they run their stream and stuff. I don't like doing like random raids, but problem with that is I don't typically go and check out anyone other than the same X amount of streamers that are my go-to streamers I watch. So pretty self-defeating. Something I do feel kind of bad about because it would be cool to raid a lot of smaller streamers, but I've had bad experiences in the past, both with raiding like some people who ended up being super toxic, or raiding smaller streamers randomly who aren't expecting it, and then like on the spot they're you know, very visibly really like freaked out and stressed and shit like that. And I don't like that either. I don't like just throwing that on people. So I kind of fall into my habit. So I apologize. Yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants to check them out, go for it, but I'm not doing any kind of an official raid. I do appreciate you just, like, you know, casually asking, because usually it's people come in and they're like, everyone go watch so-and-so. It's like, literally everyone in chat is like, no. Like, that's the first time chatter, and it's like, everyone go watch my friend Timmy. He's playing this game too. It's like, that's not how Twitch works. It doesn't work like that. So at least, you know, at least yours seems like a genuine request. No. You're good. You're good, Deadbeat. You're good. I'm saying I think in terms of what myself and others are used to, you went about it in a very much more acceptable way. So I thank you for that. But unfortunately, I don't do that without checking shit out first on my end. So about my friend Timmy, yeah. God, I'm getting messages on my phone, but my phone is flashing violently. What are these messages? What the fuck? Beeb! When was this? Like an hour ago. Booger farts doo-doo vomit is what Beeb sent me. Probably as I talked about how my phone blinds me anytime I look at it because it's violently flashing. I think I just got the message for it. Oh, actually, no, that might have been Twitter. Hold on. Oh, hold up, chat. Hold on. Might have something for y'all. You guys want to see the new animated emote, Nightmare Fuel? There we go. Okay, this is the new animated emote by Pearly Nerfect. Poor Pearly. I keep asking him for like the most cursed shit ever. I asked him for Giga Chad Ashley Riot from Vagrant Story. Oh no is right. It's cursed as fuck. he was like, damn you for making me draw this. All right, here we go. It's so fucking cursed. This is for the retro enjoyers. The last frame should have been his butt. I considered that. I figured Twitch wouldn't like that though. I definitely considered like maybe an extra frame going from like the ankles up. It's this right here. That is so cursed. Let alone the nipple shot, but the fucking Giga Chad jaw smile, like holy shit. Oh my god. So I have that now. I'm gonna see if Pearly can send me. I need like a still image for like certain apps. They ask for like a still shot. But why? Why not? But why not is my question. So I'll see if I can get that in a moment, and then maybe I can get it uploaded before the end of the stream. But all this time I was saying my back is actually actually fucked. Ugh. PvP SAS now Giga Chad too. Emote quality through the roof. Still change SAS back to Nero. Yeah, maybe. I just really like the Hades take on him. I think the Laurels look really good. Yeah. I mean, said the same about SAS. I almost didn't give you guys PvP SAS initially. Carson made it exactly what I asked for. I was like, I want Nero mixed with Dan's Dan No expression. Wait, was it Dan No? Is that what it was? Was it Dan No? Dan Duck. Dan Duck. What was Dan No? I don't know. Dan's got too many good emotes. Yeah, it was Dan Duck. I was like, I want Edgelord Nero from Devil May Cry 5 meets Dan Duck. And he gave me exactly that. Like to a T. And I was like, I don't know if I want this anymore. And I still remember I was like, okay, chat, about to release this curse on you guys. And I gave it to them and they fucking loved it. And it has been one of the most popular emotes. So, you guys like cursed shit. Dan Duck is the third image on Google Images now? Wait, what? What do you mean? Like if I just go here and go to... I went to it, but I don't know how to... I don't know how to pull up images without searching for something. I just tried and Google's like, hey, you want to talk about passwords? I'm like, what? No. What? I clicked on images. How about we pull them up on stream for you? Like, okay, no, we're not doing this. Use PvP bag in every stream you go to. Yeah. I think he brought back Dan Duck though, didn't he? I mean, oh, maybe he has it as a better Twitch TV emote. Wait, what the fuck? Am I not subbed to Dan? Will P get canceled for teabagging? Never. Teabagging is an act of honor and integrity. Okay? You should see it as such. But yeah, chat, I think I'm going to, as soon as my back's better, which should be within the next few days, maybe we'll just fucking aim for sub Sunday and then like starting fresh from there. Well, actually, hold on. We have a sponsored stream coming up. When is that? Oh, it still work. That should be on like Wednesday. Yeah. I might make a pretty hefty schedule. In a month, I literally can't do that. I'm a streamer. I can't take off for a month. It's illegal. And thank you, Seymour. Sorry if I missed it. Schedule low. Dude, I kept the schedule for a month until Miyazaki and Naraka derailed everything. And I said that might happen. I definitely said, I even said that literal example. I was like, this schedule, I can do it, but if Elden Ring drops a patch, this could all fucking crumble in an instant. Sure enough, they dropped a patch out of nowhere and it was a fucking insane patch. So, you know. Yeah, chat. My back's pulling right now. I need to chill out. Maybe go lay down. Keep an eye on Twitter. Like I said, it's feeling better now than it has been. That's the only reason I'm streaming right now. But it's very like spotty, you know, like, oh, it feels great. It feels great. It was way better than before. And then it either goes downhill or like if I try to sit down for any remote length of time, I feel it the next day. Like, and by feel it, I mean really fucking feel it, you know? It's having to constantly be up and down, up and down, up and down, and then with some spots of laying down as well. But the steroid pills seem to definitely be working. I think I'll be good to go in the next few days. And I'm going to hit physical therapy. And then hopefully we can prevent this from spiraling out of control in the future. And Angel, welcome back. Thank you. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Sorry about all the days off. With, you know, back willing, September is going to be fucking stacked. So, senior citizen streams are rough. Shut up. But get better, not sorry. Yeah, I always say I'm sorry. You know what I mean. But yeah, I'll that horrifying emote you just saw will be available to you guys probably within the next hour or so, I imagine, as soon as I get that still image from Pearly. So look forward to that, I think. And it being an animated emote, it's available to tier 1s as well. So yeah. See you guys next time. I'll let y'all know on Twitter when that's happening. Don't want to make any promises right now, but I'm going to aim for at least Sunday. Hopefully things are rather cleared up by then. Copium. We'll see. Yeah. Bye, everybody.